This video is about what I think will be one of the most interesting budgets for many years. I think this is going to be one of the most interesting budgets. I think it's going to be a very full budget with lots of detail in it, because I think the current government wants to make its mark. And there's also a lot of catching up to do. Because there was no majority in the last Parliament, then the tax law seemed to get frozen in time. It was sort of crystallised, and now they're sort of released, and they can sort of do what they want. So I think that they will do quite a lot. Now, in approaching a budget, I think it's really important to do stuff that you're thinking of doing. So if you're thinking of putting substantial amounts into a pension, or taking substantial amounts out of a pension, or if you're thinking of crystallising a capital gain and you're happy with the tax treatment as it is now, or if you're thinking of doing anything that's tax important and it's an important thing for you to do and you're happy with the tax treatment as it is now, then just do it. If you're thinking of putting £40,000 into your pension, then do it before the budget, not after the budget. Now, I'm not suggesting that I really think he's going to make changes to pensions or that he's going to make changes to capital gains tax, but I think he could do. And is it really worth taking the risk? So I think there are other areas that are interesting to look at when we're thinking about the budget. I think he may or may not soften the rules on R35. Contractors are going to pay a lot more tax under the new regime, but I wonder if that was something that the old Chancellor, Philip Hammond, I wonder if that was something that was very close to his heart, and with the new Chancellor, he'll soften it a bit. I'll be looking out for that. Other areas that have been stymied by the lack of majority have been some of the things we want to do on making tax digital, which is a bit of a nerd's thing, but it is important. Making tax digital will ultimately transform the way that self-employed people administer their tax. I think one of the other things that will be really interesting will be there's a sort of conflict in the government. On the one hand, they're saying they're going to increase public spending in the north, where we sit here in the north of England, public spending in the north must be a good thing. But at the same time, they're saying they're going to cut tax. So what are they going to do? Are they going to increase public spending, or are they going to reduce tax? Or, of course, the third way is could they increase borrowing substantially? Well, I'll be interested to know which one of those they're going to do. So I'll be following the budget on the 11th of March very carefully, and then I will be analysing it, both the headlines, but then it's also interesting to look at the detail, and the detail normally comes out over the weeks and months following the budget, because it will be in the depth of the detail of the legislation, and very often it's in those wrinkles where there will be winners and maybe losers for my clients and for the self-employed. And I'll be looking at those and highlighting those for you and for my clients. You can stay up to date with my thoughts on the budget by subscribing to the channel or pressing the bell button. But in the meantime, thank you for watching. See you on the next video.